Everybody, Molecule Mike here today, and I'm going to help us check out the all thumbs experiment. This one's pretty simple. It just involves one supply, our trusty masking tape. We use this a lot in our experiments. We also will need a few everyday tasks that you'll need both of your hands or one of your hands to do. So you can use plenty of things around your home or your school to try out this fun experiment. So the first thing that we do, we call it all thumbs. It's a little bit of a play on words because we're actually going to try and see what happens if we don't have our fantastic opposable thumbs. They're called opposable thumbs because they can turn around and face the other fingers. I can touch the tip of my thumb to the tip of my pointer finger or any of my other fingers on my hand. But it would be pretty impossible for me to try to touch the surface of my pointer finger to the surface of my middle finger. Really, all I can do is put them side by side. So we have opposable thumbs, and these have developed as an adaptation that help humans do all of the awesome things that we can do just because we have these awesome thumbs up. I wonder if that's where the thumbs up came from, to mean a good thing. Alright, so I've already pulled out a couple of pieces of tape, and this is all that we're going to be needing to use. Masking tape is nice to use because it is sticky and has a bit of a strength to it, but it's not going to be as strong as something like duct tape, so you'll be able to pull it off at the end. So there's a couple ways we could do this. I'm going to take the tape and just wrap my thumb around onto my index finger, so it's a little bit attached to the side. I'm going to add a second one so that in case the tape breaks, I'm not trying to cheat or do our tasks with my thumb if the tape breaks. So I'll have that secured by two pieces. So you can do it like this on one side. Now here's the first challenge. Can I tape up my other hand without a thumb? And another way you could do this is to tape the thumb to the front of your hand. That way it might be a little bit easier to make a fist. But this way, maybe your thumb this way might get stuck in the middle where you're trying to hold something. So I have one like this and one like this to show us the difference between these two thumb taping locations. Doing my best here to get that tape locked around my thumb. I think 2 pieces per thumb would probably be a pretty good amount to make sure it stays secure. We're able to complete our all thumbs experiment. So let's just go ahead and say that I've lost both of my thumbs, or they are out of commission. I can't use them right now. So what would be a pretty simple everyday task that might be challenging to somebody who has had their thumbs taped down? Let's try drinking from a bottle of water. Just holding on to this bottle can be, usually we'd have our thumb to wrap around the side and pick it up. But what I have to do is try to figure out how strong my hand is. Is there going to be enough grip on the palm of my hand to be able to hold this without my thumb wrapping around? And I feel like I can do that pretty well. If this was slippery or if it was a cold drink on a hot day, it would probably be pretty hard to grip. So along the same idea, I've got this big bottle of water. I'm going to pour myself a glass of water in this cup. So I'm able to pick things up with my fingers pretty well, but now comes a task where I have to twist this cap off. And it's pretty hard to get my fingers around this cap in order to twist it off. But if I try hard enough, maybe I could use both hands at the same time to get that lid off. And then without being able to use my thumb to pick up this jug, I definitely need both hands. And I'll try my best not to spill any. All right, I think I did pretty good with that one. So here we go, trying to put the cap back on. Can I get it tight enough? All right, that seems pretty good. What else could we do with our thumbs not attached? Maybe I would have a healthy bowl of cereal. No, this isn't cereal, this is our crust mixture, so I definitely don't want to be eating this. But how well can I pick up a spoonful of breakfast or crust or something like that in order to have a snack? Or, if we're doing a science experiment, to examine what we've got in our container. So we have to figure out a different way to hold this spoon. I can't use my thumb, so I have to use my other fingers to wrap around this handle to pick it up. Maybe I could use a second hand. I think maybe that might be a pretty big part of not having thumbs. You probably have to use both of your hands together a lot more often. Now this might not be the most common task for a day, but it's something that involves twisting, and maybe we could imagine using a doorknob, or this is just a light bulb that I'm going to try to take it out of this socket. One hand I have to hold on to the socket, and this other hand I have to figure out how to wrap my fingers around this with enough friction and enough grip to be able to twist that light bulb around. I think I'm doing a pretty good job because out it pops. Here we go. Now another challenge would be trying to put it back. If you've gotten pretty good at using a hand without a thumb, maybe your left hand, this is the hand I use to write and eat, so I use it a lot. It's my dominant hand. Maybe try one of these tasks with your less used hand, my right hand, which is not my dominant hand. So you can switch it up and give yourself another challenge. Finally, something that we probably all do every single day is tying our shoes. Can I do this without a thumb? Let's see what we've got. Do a little bit of a loop, a spin. This is pretty tough. All right, oof. We've got the first part, the base of the knot. Now I have to come out and make these loops. Here's one. We'll do another loop around there. Push the lace through the middle. And I've got a knot. It's probably not going to keep my shoe attached to my foot. It's pretty loose, but at least I've got these laces so they are nice and looped around each other. So that is our all thumbs experiment. What can you do, or what can't you do if humans didn't adapt with an opposable thumb? And that's all thumbs.